Hey there everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a business listings directory website, also known as a business classifieds website. Just like Yelp, Foursquare, Zomato, Yellow Pages, I'm going to show you how to create it using WordPress and the Listings Pro theme step by step. Before I give you a quick demo of all of this good stuff, here's a quick agenda that you will also find in the description below. So I'm going to show you how to install the web design, the homepage setup, listings category creation, listings features, adding locations and listings, blog setup, contact page, email management, PayPal payment setup so you can get paid, and pricing plan customization. So here's a quick demo. Check out this awesome page here. You've obviously got a search bar of the thing that the user can search for and also by city. Services listed here. You can shortlist some favorite cities. And you can also shortlist some favorite listings. If we go to add listing, you'll be able to configure your pricing plans just like this. And then if we, for example, hit continue on one of them, you'll get to the submit your listing page, and your user will be able to enter their title, description, city, and other information to submit their listing for you to approve onto your listings website. Now, this is brilliant. It integrates with your payment processing, and there's a range of other awesome features that we're going to show, just like I showed you, all of this good stuff. The latter part of the tutorial will be done by a colleague of mine. His name is Harsh, and he's an expert with business listing directory websites. So thanks, Harsh, for your contribution. I'm going to link to his channel in the description below. But without any further ado, let's get started. So now that I've shown you a quick demo of the business listings website, here's an agenda of what we're going to cover in the tutorial. So you've just seen the preview. We've done that. Next, I'm going to show you how to get online. So this is getting your own .com web address where people can log on to your listings or your classifieds website and search for things. And to get online, you need obviously your .com web address, and also you need something called web hosting. And that is the thing that allows your website's files to be seen when someone goes to your website. It's where all the images and text are stored, and I'll show you that in a second. It's very easy. Then we're going to install WordPress, which is the content management system that we're going to be using to set up our entire website, and installing the web design. And then I'm going to actually hand it over to one of my colleagues who's going to show you how to do the rest of this tutorial. He's an expert. He's done this many times. He's going to show you how to create your business listings directory or your classifieds functionality and everything else you need to have a fully functioning website so that you can do anything you need to do. And all of that's going to be explained step by step. So the first thing we need to do now is to get ourselves online, because without that, we cannot install our website and start creating. So I'm going to show you the best way to do that now. Just open up your web browser and go to www.hostgator.com/discounted and hit enter. I'm going to explain what this is in just a second. So HostGator are a very well-known web hosting company, and they offer 24/7 support. They've got great a customer portal and great customer support. Basically, they're very cheap, and what they allow us to do is to host our website. In other words, the reason I'm seeing this website right now is because it's hosted. It's not just a name, but it's the data and the contents behind a website. That's why you need web hosting, and it's really cheap. So just click on web hosting. And by the way, I use these guys myself I've used them for about 10 to 12 years. You can use any web host you want, but you may not be able to follow this tutorial in its entirety. So I really recommend these guys. So click on web hosting. You'll have 3 plans to choose from. You can have a quick read on them, but thankfully we only need the cheapest plan, which is this Hatchling plan. Let's click buy now. Now with HostGator, you can easily and cheaply tick off both of the essentials. your web domain name, which is your address on the internet, and like I said, your hosting. So for most of you, you won't have your domain. So enter your requested domain in this box and it will generate a response to let you know if that domain is available to register. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to register myself a domain called listingsdemo and .com. So now let's just see if that's available. It is perfect. And currently they're having a promo where you get a free domain, which is perfect. Otherwise it costs about $15 for a domain, so it's not very expensive at all. It's an investment, but luckily at the moment there's a promo. For those of you that already have a domain name and you just want to connect your hosting up, click on this tab here and just enter your existing domain. Okay, so I'm going to register this domain myself for the benefit of you guys and show you this entire demo on how to make a business listings website. Okay, scroll down and you don't need privacy protection. You can disable that if you don't want it. I don't use it myself. And you'll see that the more you subscribe for upfront, the cheaper your web hosting gets. And just give me a second. I'm going to show you how to make this even cheaper. So just for a second, scroll all the way down, deselect additional services. I'll explain why later, and enter a coupon code called Big Promo, BIGPROMO, and click validate. And when you scroll up, you'll see that that coupon code actually gives you a bigger discount across the various billing cycles. Now, I normally subscribe for 1 year or 2 years at a time because it's super cheap. Look at that. You can host your entire website for about $4 to $5 a month, which is peanuts. Okay, so now that I've told you that, just go ahead and fill out the rest of the details. What I'm going to do is just pause my screen while I enter all of my details here, including my credit card information, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. So let me just pause my screen and fill all of that out. Perfect. Scroll down. Like I mentioned before, you don't need any of these add-ons. These are all additional options, and to be honest, I don't use any of them myself, but I'm going to go through them one by one now. Site lock monitoring, you don't really need that. It's a service that it says it can protect you from hackers, but I can show you how to back up your website and make sure that it is protected so that your WordPress login is protected. Professional email, you can access your email address at your chosen domain.com. So a professional email address without this add-on is all included in your hosting package, so you don't need that either. This is just a Gmail sync by the looks of it. Like I said, backing up, I can show you how to do that. You don't need to pay $2 a month, and you don't need any of this stuff either. So basically all you need to get is the core hosting package, which is a few dollars a month. I've showed you how to use a coupon code, and when you're happy with all of that, go down, click on the Agree Terms and Conditions button and hit Checkout Now. You're going to receive an email in your inbox, and I'm going to show you what to do next to install WordPress on your brand new hosting account and on your brand new web address. Let's go. So next what will happen is you should receive this email in your email inbox from HostGator notifying you of your new account details. And the important pieces of this email is this link to your control panel. We're going to access that in a second. It also gives you your username and the password to log into your cPanel. Now all that really is your hosting control panel, and the only reason you'll need that right now is to install our WordPress platform so we can start building our business listings or classifieds directory. So what I need you to do is to click on the control panel link and then enter the username and password in that email. So you'll find that over here. Just make sure if you're copying and pasting that there are no spaces at the end of your username or password. Otherwise that won't work. And then hit login. There we go. We're now in your HostGator control panel. And like I said, we're now on to the next step, and that is to install WordPress on your hosting account. So there should be a link here called Build a New WordPress Website, or you can go down to something called Quick Install. And then click on WordPress. So now your domain should be automatically listed here when you access this page if you've only got one domain. Leave the directory field blank. We want to install WordPress on the root domain, not on a directory. Okay, so click next. Oh, just before I do that, let me just show you something. See all of these upsells? You don't need any of those. I'm going to show you how to build your entire WordPress website by following this tutorial. You don't need any of this stuff. It's actually really, really simple. All of this stuff is absolutely free. So click next. Give your website a title, and this can be changed at any time. So let's call it our business listings classified. Give yourself an admin username. It can be anything. Enter your name if you want to, and your admin email address. Once you've done that, make sure both boxes are checked and then click the install button, and WordPress will be installed for free onto your domain. There's the username we used. It's generated a new password. And now what I want you to do is copy this information onto a clipboard. There we go. And now I'm going to click the login button. Now, a lot of you may not see this WordPress login screen. This is the login to WordPress, which, like I said, is the engine behind your website, but you may not see this. And there's a couple of reasons for that. So let me just show you what those reasons could be. If you go to our website in the frequently asked questions area, you'll see that there's a couple of sections I've added. Why does my website not load, or how do I connect my domain and hosting? So the likely scenario is that HostGator have not yet activated your package, and therefore after you've installed WordPress, even though you've installed it, your web address is not connected to your domain yet, and therefore the page won't actually show. So what you need to do in that case is go to hostgator.com and click on the live chat and let them know that your website isn't loading and to help you out. And they're usually very, very helpful. Another reason is that you could have bought your domain from somewhere else, and there's some information here on how to connect your domain to your hosting account if you've done that. First things first, this login page, the way you access this is yourdomain.com-wp-admin. So I want you just to copy and paste, or just note that. So it will be your domain/wp-admin. That's the login page. Now let's use our username and password, and I'll show you how to change that password in a second. And log in. Fantastic. You're now in the engine of your WordPress website. Now I want to show you something cool. If I just hover here and go to visit site, this is now live to the public. Actually, it's not yet. I lied. I'll show you why in a second. There's a coming soon notification here, which means that only you can see it because you're logged in. But we'll deactivate that in just a minute, and I'll show you how to do that. But your website, if someone goes to your domain, you'll now have a page that doesn't look like much because we haven't started building it yet. But now here's the fun stuff. We're about to start building your business classifieds listing site, and we're going to do that step by step. We're going to first do some initial settings and configurations, and I'll get into that right now. And after that, we'll start getting into the meat of this tutorial, which is to set up all of your listings and all of that stuff. Okay, so we're going to do some initial configuration. If you just hover over the tab here and click on dashboard, it will take you back into your WordPress engine. Now the things I want to do before we start is I want the installation of WordPress to be a clean installation. Right now, by default, there's a lot of stuff that's installed. And so an example of that is if you go to plugins and click on installed plugins. Now we've only just installed WordPress, but there are a whole bunch of plugins, and you'll see them listed here, that are installed by default. And to be honest, that adds a lot of clutter, and we don't need any of that stuff. So I want you to click this box here, click on the drop down, let's deactivate, apply, wait for that to all deactivate. And now click on that box again, and let's now click on delete. I want to delete all of the plugins. Just for your information, a plugin is a thing that allows you to extend the capability of WordPress. So for example, if I want a very nice photo gallery, there are plugins that I can install that will allow me to add this beautiful photo gallery for your website. There are also other types of plugins like maps and contact forms and security plugins, all kinds of things, anything and everything. There's a plugin for it. It's very similar to an app for your mobile phone. Think of it in that way. It allows you to extend what you can do with it. But for now, we don't need any of these. Okay. Now, after you've uninstalled and deleted all of them, go to Pages and click on All Pages. Click on this checkbox here. We want to move all of the default automatically installed pages to trash, and then click Apply. Similarly for posts, go to All Posts. Let's click on the trash button for that one. Perfect. And now I want you to go to Settings and General. You can change your website title here. You can add a tagline if you want to, or you can leave it blank. And if you want to save that, just go to the bottom and click Save Changes. Now let me just check another thing. Permalinks. Okay. I suggest select Custom Structure, remove everything in here, then click on Category, then click on Post Name. It'll display this custom structure. Just save that and I'll explain what that is to you. Okay, so what this is when you create a post, say you create it under the category of bedrooms, and under the category of bedrooms there is bedding. So the way this post will be structured is it will be your website /bedrooms/beddings. Now within bedrooms being the category, if you have, for example, bedside tables, then it will be under the category bedrooms/bedside tables. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is it'll be a common sense and logical structure, URL structure to your website, and not just an arbitrary structure that we had before. So I highly suggest this structure here, and it'll become apparent when you start creating content that fits into certain categories. So it'll be very clear, not just for human users, but for search engines. So I'll just change that, save that, sorry. And that's all done now. We've now got a clean slate to start with. If you visit your website, you'll see that it is a blank slate. And now I'm going to hand it over to one of my colleagues who's an absolute expert when it comes to setting up business listings or classifieds websites. And he's going to take you through exactly how to do that step by step from start to finish from scratch. And so you get an end product just how you saw in the demo at the beginning of this video. So I'll now leave it to my colleague. Take it away.
So guys, first of all, I would like to thank eMedia Coach for inviting me over here to create this amazing video tutorial on Listing Pro theme. Now in this video, I'm going to use Listing Pro theme to create an amazing listing website. You can add infinite amount of functionalities to this listing website, and I'll just show you how this listing website is going to look and what are the various demos which we can achieve using this theme. So first of all, you have to go to emediacoach.com/listing, and this is the theme which we are going to purchase. So it costs very low, just $69, and it comes with immense amount of functionalities. Now this theme is so great that even Yellow Pages of Serbia has been using this. So I really recommend you. You can see that it has got more than 12,000 sales, and the websites using this theme are approximately 25,000 plus. Plus there are so many comments. The rating is like 971 ratings and all are almost 5-star, 4.80 average rating. So this theme is really good. Within just a span of 2 years it has reached such heights. So I definitely think that if you want to create a listing website, or if you are thinking to create a listing website, then this is the theme you should go with. So I'll just show you my agenda of this tutorial. Now don't get shocked by seeing so many bullets, because I've just divided this video into simple steps so that it's easier for you to understand, and within just 2 hours you are going to do all of that. So don't worry about it, and in fact it's going to take less than 2 hours. So let's get started. So as you can see that 5 steps are already done. We have already given you the introduction, domain, hosting, WordPress configuration and important settings. So these all things are already done. Now the next thing is theme setup. So like I was showing you, you have to go to this Listing Pro WordPress directory theme using emediacoach.com/listing, and then you have to add this to your cart and purchase it. Now what happens when you purchase is that you'll get a downloadable file plus an API key, or you can say an activation code. So when you'll download it and you will go to the support tab here, you'll see an API key here or purchase code here. So you have to copy that code, and using that code we'll be activating it. But before we do that, let me show you how our website is going to look. So this is one of the demos made using Listing Pro theme. Now as you can see that in whichever city you are, it will automatically generate that city name here, plus it will give you such suggestions. Then you can enter city, then these categories, then locations. There are infinite possibilities. You can even create a listing. You can even add membership plans. For example, you can ask users to create a free listing or paid listing. So this is really professional. Like if you are even planning to sell on ads or sell on premium listings in your listing website, then this is one of the best themes to go with, because this comes with almost all of the things which you will be requiring to create such website or to achieve those functionalities. So let's get straight to our dashboard, and then you have to go to appearance and then click on themes. Now here you have to click on add new, and then you have to upload the theme file which you downloaded from Theme Forest. So you just have to drag and drop it here and then click on install now, or you can even select browse button and then install it using that way. So once you do that, you'll see that the theme was installed successfully, and now you have to just click on activate button to activate this theme. So once you have activated the theme, you'll be seeing this screen. Now on this screen you'll see that there is this option ready to begin the setup, and there are these steps: plugins, demos, content and ready. So we'll go through each one of them one by one. So let's click on start, and now it is going to ask us that this theme requires these all plugins to install. So we don't have any option, we have to install them all. So let's click on yes, I'm ready, and it will begin installing all of these plugins one by one into your WordPress website. Now these plugins are very important for your WordPress website if you want to work with Listing Pro theme, and that's why they include that in the theme files itself, that it is a must, you need to install them. Now if you don't know what a plugin is, then a plugin is something which adds additional functionality to your WordPress website. Just like a theme add an additional look into your WordPress website, just like that a plugin adds an additional functionality. So now as you can see, all of these plugins have been installed, and now it is going to ask us that which pre-built demo site you would like to install. Now if you want, you can skip this step, but I'll recommend you to install this classic, because the reason why I want you to import a pre-built website is that way it will become much easier for you to build a website. For example, if you are building each page one by one from scratch, then it is going to take so much of your time, plus you'll be needing time to understand all of those things one by one. But using a pre-built demo, the demo will be imported to your site directly, and then whenever you'll be making any changes, you can see them live onto your WordPress website for this listing demo theme. So let's click on accept, and you can choose any one of them, but I'll recommend you to use this classic one because it is the main demo and it contains almost all of the features. So now you need to click on import content so that all the dummy content will be imported to your website directly. Now don't worry, you can delete all of this content manually, and trust me, that's not too much of it. It is just the enough content which is required to at least give a basic look to your theme. So as you can see, we have successfully installed our theme, and we have even imported the demo data and demo content. So let's go to our website once, and you'll see that our website, which was just looking very basic earlier, is now looking very professional. The images, I don't think so the images have been imported because they were just included for the sake of look. We need to upload our own images, but other than that, you can see that a lot of things have been directly imported. The website is already running fine. We just need to add some images, correct the categories, and change a few things which I am going to teach in this video, and we are good to go. So as you can see, all of these things are already there. So I'll tell you how to modify each one of them so that it will become a lot more easier for you to manage your WordPress website with Listing Pro theme. So let's go back to here. Now you have to activate this Listing Pro theme if you want to use its full functionality. So like I told you, if you have bought this theme from here, because this is the only place from where you can buy it, so you have to go to the link in the description and buy this theme from here. Now since you have already uploaded the theme, I expect you have already bought the theme. Now in order to get your key, you have to go to support, and then at the last of this you will find an option to view product code. Now since I'm not logged in, I won't be able to show you that, so you just have to click on view purchase code, and a code will be shown to you, and then you have to enter that code here. Now once you have entered that code here, you just have to click on activate, and your theme will be activated. So as you can see, it says me valid license key, and my theme is activated now. So now let's go back to our list and check what it's done and what is pending. So if I'll go to this, now I've added the Listing Pro theme, plus I've shown you the theme setup. So let's mark it done. Now it's asking, now the 7th step is to change homepage or homepage setup, you can say. So let's go to our homepage. So in order to access your homepage, you have to go to pages, and then you'll see all of your pages. So let's click on home and then click on edit. Now this is our homepage, and this is our front end editor. That means unlike any other websites which use code and all, we have a visual builder here. So you can edit almost anything using this visual builder. So I'll show you how all of these things work. So this is basically WP Bakery page builder. Now this is a page builder plugin, and using this plugin, which was automatically installed, you can just create pages by just using drag and drop functionality onto your WordPress website. So as you can see on the top, it is showing us the locations, then the column element, then listing post, then video testimonials, and then blog grids. So I'll just scroll down from my home page, you'll see locations, and then this content here, which is the columns one, and then the post thing, exactly like it's showing, location, then column element, then post, then video testimonial, and then blog grid. So then see, this is the video testimonial, and this is the blog grid, and currently we only have one post named hello world. So as you can see, this is actually our home page. So if you want, you can edit anything. So let's go to locations and then click on this edit button here, and as you can see, you can select the locations which you want to show. So Boston, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles, New York. Now currently only 4 locations are being shown: Boston, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles. So if you want, you can even enable New York and then click on save changes and then update the page. I'll show you in live that how making an edit here will reflect on your live website. So I've just added a new category into this section here, actually a new location into this section here. So let's see how does it appear. So as you can see, New York has been added here. So similarly, you can select or deselect any location if you want. So this is all about locations. Now moving on, column elements. So if I click on edit, I'll be able to edit all of this content. For example, if I'll scroll below, see here, this was an image and this is claim, promote, convert. So if you want to edit this content, you can do that using this thing here, claim, promote, convert, plus their description. You can edit all of that content from here. Now if you want to add the image to the left side, you can just click on this plus icon here and then choose any image for that left side. Now since we don't have any uploaded image in our media library, you have to select it from your computer. So let me do that. So I've just selected a random image from my computer and uploaded it here. So if I'll just update it, and if I go to my website and refresh it, you'll see that an image has been applied and will appear here. So let's check it out. So as you can see, the image is appearing here. Now since the image is not converted into a proper size, it's not coming properly. But if I want, I can just add a spacing in between of these. So you can modify all of that content from here. Now the next thing is listing posts. So you can even edit listing posts. Like I told you, everything is editable. So you can basically choose which type of layout do you want. So currently it's list view. If I make it grid view, and then I can even select different styles. Now since this is a very precise tutorial and the theme is extremely large, there are too many functionalities, too many combinations. So I'll be only explaining you and showing you a few of these styles and few of these methods, so that when you are creating it yourself, you can just explore all of these styles. For example, if I'll show you an example of all these 5 styles one by one, I'll just waste 5 minutes. So I don't think so that would be relevant to you as well as me. I'll just give you an example of how these things look, and then you can go and try out all these styles for yourself. That will be beneficial and will save time for both of us. So let's check out style number 3. And you can edit the button text here, button link here. So let me add test, and in the link I'll just adding a temporary link here. So now let me click on update, and if I go to my web page here and click on refresh, you'll see that this thing here will change now. So currently you saw it was about a list, and now it is going to become a grid. So as you can see, earlier it was coming in a list form 1, 2, 3, but now it's coming in a grid form 1, 2, 3, and the button which I added here is coming here. So this button can be used to enter something like view more listings or promote your business here, add a new listing. So you can create any type of button from this place. Now since these listings don't have any images, I'll show you how you can edit these listings and create images so that your website looks good. But the current import which we did, the demo import, doesn't include the images because images are set to copyright and it's not good to copy a copyrighted content. So let's just skip that part. And now similarly you can edit this stuff as well and this stuff as well. This is not a big deal, so I don't think so there is a need to describe them. But you can just go out and press on this edit button to each one of them and test it out, that how does it look. Now if you want to add your own element, then don't worry, you can do that. You just have to click on add element, and then you can select all, or you can say any kind of element. You can make a row, a section, an icon, image, hover box, button, JavaScript, HTML, Google Maps, then these all things, locations, testimonials, feature box, listing post, listing by, that means the author, video player. So there are too many options. You can use any one of them to add a new element. Similarly, if you want to delete an element, you can just go to this button here and then click on this cross button to delete that element from any page. So this is not just for home page, this is common for all pages because we are going to use this editor, WP Bakery Page Builder, in all of our pages. So this was all about home page editing. Now the next thing is creating listing categories. So let me tell you how to do that. So in order to access listing categories, you have to go to listings and then click on categories. As simple as that. Now here you have to enter the category name, the slug is basically the URL, then does it have any parent category, then its description, the image URL, that is actually the icon, then again an icon, and then the banner. So these are two different type of icons, category icon for archive and search page, and this is an icon for the homepage banner. So you just have to select all those things and then click on add new category, and then your category will be added. So let's go to any one of these categories which are already made so that you can view that in a live manner. So I'll just click on edit, and all of that information will be shown here. So as you can see that its name is restaurant, the slug is also restaurant. I'll recommend you to use the same slug so that it helps in SEO. Then it doesn't have any parent category, there is no description given. It's not compulsory, but I'll recommend you to add a description. That will definitely help you in SEO. And then category icon for archive page, so they have actually selected an image. So I'll just show you what this image is. They already selected an image. If you want, you can just click on insert image and then select any of your own image. So if you have some icons stored in your computer, it's great. If you don't have any icons, then I'll show you from where you can find one. So just go to Google and then search for free icons. Now it is going to display you a few websites, out of which I am going to tell you which are the best ones. So Flat Icon is one of the websites which I have trusted earlier. Icons 8 is also very good, and then there is Free Pick. So these 3 websites I'll definitely recommend you. Anyone can use it. You can see almost icons for all types, and they are all downloadable, and it's really good. So just go to Free Pick, or you can go to Flat Icon, and you'll see again all type of icons. For example, you want an icon for restaurant or hotel, so let's search for hotel, and you'll see a lot of icons related to hotels. So you can choose any one of these icons. If you want, you can just go to any one of them and then click on the download button here, and you can directly download it and then go back to our website here and then just upload it. Similarly, there is this website called as Icons 8. This website also has some great icons, and you can select from any one of them as per your own requirement. So once you have uploaded all of that, you just have to click on update or save. So and by doing that, everything will be saved and you will be creating a new category. So let me just do one for you so that it's easier for you to understand. So currently we have automotive, hotel, real estate, restaurants, services and shopping. So let's add a new category named education. So I've skipped all of this thing. I don't need to add a parent category. I don't need to add a description, but I'll recommend you to add a description. Now I have to insert an image. So let's go to this website here and then search for teacher, because I want to add something related to education. And then first I have to find this image, and I just have to click on download, and then I have to select the size, and then I'll have to click on download. Okay, so only this size is available for free, so that's sufficient for an image which is for a icon image, because icons are already smaller. So this is the image. Now if I'll just go to this, and I have to click on insert image, upload, and I just have to drag this here. If I want, I can also select it from my own computer. So once you do all of that, you just have to click on add new category, and it will be added. Now this is how you can add a category. So we have already created a listing category, so let's mark it done. Now the next option is to find listing icons. So in the same process, I've also shown you how you can find listing icons. Now if you want, you can create your own custom icons using canva.com or any such other website, but I'll recommend you to go with these websites. You can just go to Free Pick or Icons 8, any one of these websites, and find some really good icons. So let's mark this also done. Now in the other feature, I like to explain you a few things. So currently we have a hotel. See, we have just added education. Now there was something called as hotel already present, restaurant already present. So there is this option here, features. So what is a feature? For example, in a hotel, what are the features? Does the hotel has a Wi-Fi? Does the hotel has a parking area? Does the hotel has a theater? Does the hotel has a cafe? Does the hotel has a restaurant? So these are the features of hotel. What are the features of an education? Does the institute provides free education? Does the institute has a library? Does the institute has a hostel in the campus? Does the institute has a staff room? Does the institute has a staff room? So these all things are the features of an educational institute, and I already told you the features of an hotel. So anytime someone comes to your listing website and adds a hotel listing, he'll be shown all of these options, and he have to mark that yes, my hotel has a Wi-Fi, my hotel has a parking area, my hotel has a pool. So I hope you're getting an idea of what I'm trying to say here. So I'll just give you an example of how you can add features into your WordPress website in the listing theme. So you just have to click on this features tag here, and then here you have to add the features. Now in features you don't have to add all those things like images and all, because these are just the features. So let me add this. So for example, our first feature is parking area, and just click on add new feature and it will be added. And then we have so as you can see that I've just added 3 features into my features tag here. So let's go back to categories, and now you'll see that when I go and click on edit this button here, in features I can add all of these features. So I can add a hotel should have, or you can say a hotel should shown a Wi-Fi feature, a parking area feature, and a swimming pool feature. So this is how you can attach features to a particular category. You can use the same feature for other institutes or other categories as well. For example, an institute also may have Wi-Fi, a restaurant also may have Wi-Fi. So you can include all of these features for all of those categories as well. So other features is also done. Don't worry about anything, because at the end of these all things I'm going to show you a live demo of all of the features which you just created. So like I already told you in the start, I've just created too many steps so that it's easier for you to understand. But in reality, if I do 4-5 steps at one, then only I'll be able to give you demo, because they are all connected to each other. So let's finish these series first, and then I'll be giving you a demo of how this works. So now comes adding locations. So we have created category, we have created listing icons, we have added the features of the categories, and now we are going to add the locations, that where is the service available or where is the place available. So let's add a location. Now to add a location, you have to follow the same steps. You just have to go to listings and then click on locations. And here you have to enter a location. So like you already know, these all locations are already available. If you want to add more, you can just click here and add. So you can add as many as locations as you want, and all of these locations will be shown onto your create a listing page. So you can see that I just added Las Vegas and it has been added. Now let's go to here and then click and then mark it done as well. So you can see how simple these all steps are, and that is the sole reason why I have divided this whole tutorial into so many steps. So now the next step is form field options. Now I'll show you how to do that. So to do that form fields option, just have to click on this form fields here below the listing tab, and now you can add fields, that what type of information you want to take from user. For example, I want to take multiple type of information, so I'm just going to tell the system that what information is required. For example, I just created an education type of listing, so I'll be showing you what type of fields are required for education. So the first thing is text, and I need So I want the educational institute's description, and this data is of the type text, and you can select the category So this was for education, so I've selected education category, and then I'll click on publish. And I'll just go to form fields again, and then I'll click on add new field. And now I'll add here, is it free? So this is the question basically, and then I'll select a checkbox, which is basically a switch on or off, or you can say yes or no. You can select all of these options as well, but since this is just a short video, I'm going to show any one of these more because I've already showed you text. Now I'm going to show you a switch. If you want, you can select checkbox and add options. If you want, you can select multi-check. If you want, you can select radio. If you want, you can select drop down. So there are too many options available, and you can enter all of these options which you want the users to see when they go and create a listing. So let's go with checkbox switch on and off, and select the category in which it's going to be shown, and then let's click on publish. So I've also shown you what is form field option and how does it work. So let's mark it done. So now the next step is to get Google API. So I'll tell you what is the reason of getting Google API and why do we need it. So if I'll go to my website right now and I go and click on any of these listings, then you'll see that the maps in this listing are not working properly, like all the maps on my website are not working properly, and the reason for that is since I'm not connected it to Google API, it's not working. Very simple. So let's connect it to Google API and see how does it change that. So you have to go to theme options, and then you'll find this option here, map settings. So just click on it. Now here you'll see that a Google Maps API key is added, but since it's not working, we have to create a new one. Now if you don't know how to create one, you can just go to this link here. They have already given you a link. So let's open the link in a new tab, and then it is going to ask me to create an API key. I have to go to Google Cloud Platform console, and then I have to click on the project drop down and select or create a project. Then I have to select an API services, credentials, create API key. So let's do all of that. So since I have so many of the projects, I'll just click on new project. You have to create a new project for yourself as well. So I'll add it, I'll name it. You can name it anything, it's just for your own understanding. And then you have to add a location, that where it's located. So let's click on this and then click on select and then click on create. Now congratulations, you have completed the first step, and now you need an API for maps. So in order to get a maps API, and then you have to click on maps JavaScript API, and here you have to click on enable. Then you can go to credentials and just you can do this, then API key, and then you have to just copy this API key. So this is a very simple process, you just have to follow, which I did, and your API key will be created within just a minute. And then you have to come here, paste this API key, and then click on save changes, and all of these changes will be saved. So congratulations, your API key has been added. Now let's go back to our tutorial list, and we have added the Google API now. Now the next step is to add a listing. So this is what we all have been waiting for, because this is going to clear most of your confusions and questions. So in order to create a listing, you have to go to listings and then click on add new. So guys, this is the place from where you can add a listing inside your WordPress dashboard. Now we can also add a listing as a normal viewer, or you can say a normal person who has registered onto that website. So I'll show you that as well within a few minutes. So here you have to enter a title. So let's say the name of our listing is, so let's say our name of the listing is China Motel. Now here you have to enter a description. Now I don't want to type and waste your time, so I'll just use sample text. So let's say this is our website's description, this is our listing's description, and let enter. Okay, so you have entered it. Now you have to enter a tagline. So how will the tagline look? So I'll just show you. So if you go to any of the current listings, you'll see a tagline. So this is basically the tagline of a listing, so you have to enter that. So let's enter. Then you have to enter the address of the hotel. Now since this is not an actual location, I'm just using a dummy location, so I'll just enter something randomly, and you'll see that the map will automatically select that location. Now if you want, you can also go and manually enter latitude and longitude from Google Maps if you don't have the address listed, and the pin will be shown there. So that's how easy it is, and as you can see the maps are also working perfectly. Now here you have to enter your phone number. So for now I'll just enter, you have to enter your authentic phone number, your WhatsApp number, then your email address, and here you have to enter your website, then your Facebook profile URL, Twitter URL, LinkedIn URL, Google Plus URL. You can leave them if you want. YouTube, Instagram, YouTube video, there are so many things. You see this option here, watch video. So this is the YouTube video actually, and you have to enter the link here. So let me just copy this link for now, and I'll paste it here so that our listing also has a video link. And you can also see these icons here, social icons and submit review. These are the social icons whose link is going to be connected from here. Then the website, phone number, address. So all of these options are available here. And then if you want, you can upload an image gallery. So for now I'll just select something from our gallery. So let me just enter a few images. So all the images will be uploaded. Now make sure that your images are compressed properly, so that they don't take too many of the server resources, otherwise the website is going to slow down. Smush It is one of the good plugins. I'll repeat it again, Smush It is one of the good plugins you can directly install onto your WordPress website, and that will automatically compress images. If possible, I'll also show you that in this video, so let's wait and watch. Now once you have added all the images, you just have to click on Save Featured Gallery. This one looks odd, or okay. So now let's click on Save Featured Gallery, and all of these images will be added to our listing. Then if you want to show the price status, you can show it inexpensive, moderate, pricey. Then price from, let's say our price is from 2000 to 3000. And if you want, you can verify the listing, make it claimed or not claimed. Then if you want, you can also add frequently asked questions. So let's say our first question is, how many rooms are there? So you can even add an answer to it and create multiple questions like these and multiple answers. So I'm just creating some random questions so that our listing looks good and I can show you all the features of this website we are going to make. And you can even add multiple questions if you want, like I told you. And then You have this option here to add your business hours. You can remove it, you can modify it if you want. So you just have to click on this plus icon and that will be added. If I'll make it Monday and I'll make it, and I'll just click on add, it will be added. So this is how it works, adding your business hours. Then if you want, you can even add your business logo if you have. So for now I don't have a logo, but let's use this icon. This looks good as a logo, but this is not our actual logo, this is just a sample. Now once you have added all of this information, if you still want to do something or add some stuff, you can add it here. This thing is going to be displayed here. So this is our website's description and this will be picked from what we enter here. So if you want, you can enter here. You can even enter links here. You can add headlines. There are so many things which you can add to this block and which all will be shown here. And then at this place you'll see this option here to change your permalink, to add categories. Now if you remember correctly, we have made a lot of categories earlier, so you can add those categories. So let's say I added into hotel, and then you can add tags. Now tags are very beneficial if you want to even further mark each category belonging to a particular tag. So let me add it China. So suppose this hotel is related to China theme, so I've added a China tag so that those people who are looking for hotels like China, they can go to this particular tag and search something related to it. If you want, you can add locations. So let's add it into LA. Then there is this option here, featured image. Now featured image is very important for your listing. I'll tell you why, so just wait and watch for now. And then if you want, you can enable or disable reviews or comments. So as you can see, in any listing at the top you'll see this option, write a review. So if you want, you can enable and disable that as well. And then once it's made, you just have to click on publish and the listing is going to be published, and I'll exactly show you how does it look. So let's click on view list, and now it is taking us to the list. So as you can see that all the images have been added to the top, which I added in the gallery field. So all the images are loaded. It looks very professional and very beautiful. Let's say these all images belong to this hotel. Imagine how good it is going to look. So it's a very powerful theme. You have this option here of watch video. Then the text which I entered, the FAQs which I entered, these are also available. People can also rate us and write a review. So there are a lot of features available and it looks so professional and so great. You'll see this option here, the maps are working perfectly now without any errors. You'll see this option close now because the hours are exceeding, because there are different hours, but if you want, you can go and change it. Then price range is also available. This option is available to report any errors if there are any errors. And if you want to send the message to someone, you can send it. Now it's coming admin here because I'm logged in as admin, but the user's own image and user's own name will be coming here. So like I told you, a lot of features are available when we try to create a listing. Just think how beautiful it looks to create a listing like this. Now if you want to add a review, you can add it. I'll just show you how to do that. And then let's click on submit review. If you want, you can also add images. Okay, so since we have created the listing ourselves, we cannot post any review, but if we log in from another account, we will do it. We can do it. So for now, let's skip this part, but I hope you are getting an idea of how this thing works. So let's go to our website now. So that's it about adding a, so this is how you add a listing. So let's mark it done. Now from front end, if you want to add a listing, then you can go here and then click on add listing, and you'll see the same features from the front end. You just have to first select a price plan. Now since it's free, it has limited features, but you can change these packages as well. So let's click on continue, and then you can add the title, category, description, logo, and if you want you can go to the admin area and enable what is available in a free plan and what is available in a paid plan. So I hope you understand how this thing works. I'll show you how this happens as well. So let's go to our website's dashboard, and then you can go to subscriptions, and from here you can see if anyone is already subscribed or not, and then you have to go to pricing plans, and from here you can edit the plan. So this one, edit, and you have to enable whichever thing you want to add or show in that plan. So for now I'm adding all the things because I want to show you how to add a listing from front end as well, so that anyone who comes to our website as a visitor and want to purchase a plan and add his or her own listing, he can do that using this way. Now from here you can see paper listing or package. If you want you can do that. You can enter the description, these all things. I'll show you this all in detail. Pricing plan configuration. So for now let's skip all these details. You have already seen how this thing works, and let's click on update, and it's updated now. So if I go to this plan here, this basic one you'll see everything will be marked now. So let's click on refresh, and now you'll see. So as you can see, everything is available now. Since everything is available, there is no need to say the things which are not available. So let's click on continue, and now you are going to see a lot of options. So if I'll scroll down, you'll see city, title, tagline, address, website, phone number, working hours, category, price range, description, FAQs, Facebook, social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram URL, tags or keywords, images, business video, business logo. All the options are available. Now once you have added all of that, you just have to click on save and preview, and that will be added. That's it. That's how easy it is for people to add a listing from front end. So I've shown you now that as well. So now go back to our list and let's mark it done since it's already done. Now it's time to show you how the editing of homepage works. So now in order to change the home locations, you have to go to your website's dashboard, and then you have to go to theme options. Now in theme options you have to click on banner settings. So I'm already on that page now. Now as you can see, our current website has this type of banner. So look carefully at this. This is the type of search bar we are using. This is the type of category we are using. Please take a closer look at the colors, because in this option, in this section, I'm going to show you how you can edit all of that. So just wait and watch. So as you can see, we have this background image here. This is our search bar with two options, and this is our category section. So now if you look closely at this option here, you have to select the top header style. So currently we have this type of header style. If you want to remove these categories, you can do that by just selecting this one, and the categories will be displayed in this manner. So if I'll just click on save changes, I'll show you exactly how does it look. So if I'll go to this page again once it's saved and I'll refresh it, you'll see the header design has been changed. So as you can see, the header design has been changed, and now the categories are coming like this. So similarly, there are a lot of options available. You can select a big map here instead of this kind of background image and all. You can select categories which comes like this. You can select categories which comes like this. So there are a lot of experiments you can do by choosing any type of header you want. Now there are a lot of options with search style as well. Currently we have this type of search bar. You can select a transparent search bar, a complete white search bar, a divided search bar. So there are many options available with search bar as well. Now coming to category styles, you'll see this option here to change the type of categories it says. This is something transparent, color background with another colored background. Then this option here where there are no blocks and just a common colored background. Now if you want to change color in this particular thing, Then you can choose the background color of the category and what is the hover color of the category as well. If you want to make it transparent, you can do that as well. So there are a lot of options available. You just have to go and be creative and create your own style as per your own choice. Now you can change the text color as well. You can select the banner height, opacity for banner, background type, static image, or video banner. Even video banner is available. That's amazing. Trust me, video banner can add a lot of value to your listing website. Currently I don't have any video. Otherwise I would have shown you how would that appear. And from here you can select the banner image. If you would have done video, then you'll have an option to select the video as well. So for now let's stick to static image, and if I'll scroll down, then there is this option here, courtesy listing on off. Honestly I don't know what does it do, but probably if I'll just go and make it off, I'll see the difference and I'll realize what it do. So you can do that. You can do some testing yourself. Since I don't want to make this video very long, I'm just sticking to some of the basic things so that you can learn the basics and then test it out yourself. Then there is this option here, banner taxonomy. You can choose it should be categories, it should be locations, or it should be features. Currently we are sticking with categories because our homepage already have locations options just below it and other options just below it, the directories and all. So for now let's stick with categories only. If you want to change or remove some category or add some category, you can do that. So suppose I want to add education category, and currently you can see we only have these three categories, and there is no education category. So if I'll just refresh it and if I'll reload it, you'll see that one more category has been added. So as you can see, education category has also been added. So that's how simple it is to add or remove categories from this place here. Now if you want, you can even add drop down. You can even add placeholders for search thing. Currently there is this placeholder, example food service barber hotel, example food service barber hotel. So you can modify that. Your city, this option here, your city. Then search top title, search main title, search main text, banner arrow image options on off. So there are a lot of options available. Once you've done all of that, you just have to click on save changes and you'll start seeing the difference. So this was all about making any modifications to the home locations, or you can see the home page settings and these all things. So let's mark it done. And now it's time to show you how to create a blog post. So in order to create a blog post, you have to go to your WordPress website, you have to go to post, and then you have to click on add new. Now here you have to enter a title. So let's say our title is and then I have to enter some description. So let me just mark a few paragraphs. Okay, so I've added a few content to my blog post. If you want, you can even add images. So let me do that so that our listing will look good. There are a lot of images available in the gallery right now for me, so I'm selecting it from media library, but you can select your own images. You can even select the image size and these all things from here. I'll also add a featured image. Featured image is basically the image which represents this article. So suppose if I'm showing somewhere this article, then featured image is most probably or likely to be shown with that as well. You can add categories to this, you can add tags to this. There are a lot of options available. Now once I have done all of that, if you want, you can add a banner image as well. Then you have to click on publish, and that's it. Your blog post is published, and you can go to view post to view how does it appear onto your listings demo website's blog. So as you can see, this looks very neat, very professional and very clean. If you want to change or add this image in the background here, you can just go below, insert image, media library, select a good image. Let me select this one, and I'll just click on publish again, and I'll go and refresh, and I'll see a background image here as well. So currently the size of my background image is not correct, but you can do that. You can do the modifications if you want. So that's how you can create a blog post for your Listings Pro website. So let's mark it done. So now it's time to set up the contact page of our website. So if you don't know where our contact page is located, then you have to go to pages and then click on all pages. Now here you will see this page contact. If you don't see any page, then just click on add new, and then I'll show you what you have to do. So you have to give that page a name contact, and then you have to go to page attributes and then select this option here, contact page. So this is how you create a contact page for your website. Now you don't have to write anything here or add any banner or something like that, because the template of contact page has been already provided by the theme. So I'll just show you how does that template look. So let's click on preview, and this is how the contact page looks currently. And now if you want to modify it, what you have to do is, rather than editing something on this page, you have to go to theme options. So now you have to select contact page. So here you'll see this option here, contact page. So let's click on it, and here you have all the options to edit all the data on the contact page. So suppose you want to edit your address, phone number, email, this form, this map, then you just have to go here, show and hide contact information, then title for contact information, address, your phone, your email. If you want to show social links on or off, and then you can add your Facebook, Twitter, Google, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest or VK URL, and then you have to click on save changes, and everything will be reflected here. Now coming to form and map, you just have to click on form settings, and then here you have the option to set the title of the form, the message, success message or fail message. Now if you want to make any changes to the contact map, then you have to click on this button here, and then you have to select the latitude and longitude, which you can find from Google Maps, and then you just have to click on save, and all of these things will be updated. Now I don't think so I need to show you each and everything by writing the data itself, because this is very simple. You can change it using just a few mouse clicks. So that was all about how you can change contact page on your WordPress website in Listing Pro theme. Now let's go back to our tutorial and let's mark this done. Now it's time to show you how you can set up the blog page. So if you don't have a blog page yet, then you can go to pages and then click on all pages. Now here you'll see this option here, blog. If you don't have a blog page, then don't worry, I'll tell you how to do that. But before it, let's take a look at it. So this is how our blog page looks. These are the options here, and you can see there are a few dummy posts available, and this is the post which I just created a few minutes ago. And now I'm going to show you how you can modify all of these things in this page as well. So if I'll go and I'll click on edit page, and you'll see this option here that we are currently editing the page which shows our latest post. So there is no option to edit anything. So how to create a blog page? Well, just create a page, name it blog or anything what you want, then go to appearance and then click on customize. Now here you'll see this option here, homepage settings, and then in the post page you have to select the page which should be your blog page. So currently we have selected the blog page, and that's why everything is working perfectly on the blog page. Now coming to its editing, you have to go back in the dashboard, and then you have to go to theme options, and then you have to go to blog settings. So as simple as that. You can even select blog settings from here as well if you are already in this place. Now you can select the type of blog view you want. You want to have it a grid view or list view. So let's click on list view and save, and you'll see that the changes are reflected here. So I'll just refresh it, and you'll see that the grids which we had currently have been replaced by this thing now. Now you can select the grid view style if you want. You can select list view and list view style. So there are a lot of options. If you want to add a sidebar to the right, like we already have, if you want to modify it, you can select full width, left side sidebar. There are a lot of options. Then if you want to add more details, then you have an option to select the sidebar style as well. Then blog detail template. So there are a lot of options like I told you in the blog page itself. Now suppose you want to edit the content of the sidebar. So if you want to edit it, you have to go to appearance and then you have to click on widgets. Now here you will see this option here, default sidebar, listing detailed sidebar, listing archive sidebar. So as you already saw this option there, listing detailed sidebar should be shown there, or default sidebar. So you can see searches, recent posts, recent comments. Searches, recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, meta, archives, categories, meta. So this is our default sidebar. Now if you want to remove something, let's say I want to remove meta, I want to remove archive, and I want to add, let's say I want to add I want to add a text. So I'll just drag it here and enter the title as, and I'll just use some dummy text. So now you'll see that a lot of text has been added to the sidebar of this page as well. So as you can see, the test widget has been added. So this is how you can modify the whole of your blog page. There are a lot of options available in sidebar as well. You can select grid view, post view, or any type of view like you want. You'll have all these options when you create a blog page. You have to just simply create a blog page in the theme options settings. You can modify it and that's it. That's how simple it is. So coming back to our video, let's mark it done. And now it's time to show you how you can edit the menu and the header options. So if you don't know what a menu is, I'll just show you. So on our current website, you can see these options here. So if you want to add anything to here, like you want to add any more links, you want to add sub menu, all the things are possible in this theme. So in order to add a menu to your WordPress website in the listing demo, in the listing pro theme, you have to go to appearance and then you have to click on menus. So currently, as you can see, there are many menus created. If nothing is created, then what you can do is you can just click on create a new menu and you can name it something, and then you can click on create a menu and it will be created. So for now, let's stick to the menus which have already been imported. So I'll go to this one top and then I'll click on select. Now as you can see, we don't have any options in this menu and it is being displayed only on the top bar menu. If I go to any other menu like this one, main, and I'll click on select, you'll see that this menu has been displayed on the home page, and this also does not have any links. So for now, let's add a few links to it. So let's click on view all and you'll see all the pages of your website on this, and now you can add them to this menu. So what you can do is you can add contact, blog, dashboard, home to your menu. You can rearrange them if you want. So let's make it home, dashboard, blog, and contact. Now if you want to add sub menu, then what you can do is, let's say you want to add this one as a sub menu to contact page, then you can just slightly move it over here and you can, you want to add this, you want to add all of these to sub menu, then you can do that by dragging them slightly to the right. You can even change the sequence like I told you, and then let's click on save menu. Remember that this menu is going to be displayed only on the home page. If you want to display it on inner pages as well, on the top bar menu as well, footer as well, mobile menu as well, then you can do that by just marking them here. So once you have done that, you can go to your website and then you can go to the home page and you'll see that this menu has been updated on the home page. Home, dashboard, contact, and blog. So you can see that all the pages which I added here have been added here as well. So that's how easy it is to create a menu. You can in fact even add custom links, you can add your blog posts, you can add your categories. There are a lot of options in menu as well. Now this is only appearing on the home page if you see it carefully, like it was mentioned. Now if you want to add it, now if you want it to appear on inner pages as well, on the top bar menu as well, then you just have to click on save menu, and I'll just go back. So as you can see, now it is appearing on this place as well. So that's how easy it is to add a menu to anywhere on your website in this theme. You just have to go to menus and do all of this. Now coming back to header, how are you going to edit this header section of your website? So what you have to do is, in order to edit the header, you have to go to theme options and then click on header. Now again, this theme provides you a lot of pre-built layouts which you can use for header. I'll just show you, and this is also very easy to use. You just have to select them. So as you can see, there are a lot of header layouts available. Our website is currently using this one as well as this one for the home page. So you can select any one of these if you want. There are a lot of options available for all of these headers, and there is a lot which you can do with this. Coming below, you'll see this option. If you want to enable or disable the top bar, you can select the colors of these all bars. You can select the transparency, opacity, header background color, inner pages, header text and border color. So you can play with this and create your perfect theme and modify it according to your own choice and preferred colors. Here you can add your social media links, and then you have an option to header layout. You want to make it full width or box. So full width is basically this thing here, when your logo is starting from the very end of the website and the last button is on the very end. If you select it in a box mode, you'll see that the content is starting from here and is ending here. See this thing here, this is whole in a box. The website has been divided into a box. So that's how the box mode works. And if you'll scroll below, you'll see the home page logo. So from here also you can change the logo of your website, logo for inner pages, your fav icon. So currently this is our fav icon. If you want to edit it or change it, you just have to click on upload and select an icon, then click on select, and this is now your fav icon. If you want to select the page header background image, you see this image here on all the pages. If you want to remove that and upload any other image, you just have to select that image and then click on save changes, and I'll show you these changes immediately. So as you can see, this is our contact page. The background image has been changed. That's how easy it is to change the background image, and you can see the fav icon has also been changed. So this was all about how you can completely transform your header of your WordPress website, do the menus and all of these. So let's mark this also done. And now it's time to do the email management. So I'll tell you what email management is. Now our website is going to have a lot of users. A lot of users are also going to register on our website. They are going to add listings and do all of the stuff. So there is email management required, so that they can also receive email and you can also receive email. So what you have to do is, you have to go to this email management and theme options, and here you'll see these options: email address, email from, enable emails. So you can see, if you want to send someone email or any email will be sent on your behalf, then it will be sent from this email here, which you'll enter, and you have to enter your name here. So this is how email management is done. If you'll click on yes, you'll see a lot of options again. So there are a whole lot of options, and I'm not going to explain you each one of them in detail, but I'll just give you an overview of how all of these options work. So you just have to click on enable emails, and now you can select all type of emails which are going to be sent and received, and I'll recommend you to do it yes, because email management is required. Suppose someone comes to your website and create a listing, and you don't know that there are 10 listings added today, there are 5 listings added today, then there is no purpose of the website. You're not able to track these details properly. So in emails are required, you can personalize them, you can remove all of the extra content, you can change them completely as per your own choice. You can see there are a lot of emails available because a lot of people are getting emails for each type of update. For example, on the top, subject for new user notification, content for new user notification, subject for new user admin notifications, content for new user admin notification. So now someone comes to our website and signs up, then this is going to be the email which will be sent to them, and this is the email which will be sent to us, the administrator of the website. Now this thing here, someone submits a listing, then this thing is going to be shown to them. So currently its size is not big, I'll just show you. Okay, so now it's appearing. So this is how the email is going to appear. So this is customized HTML. If you want to edit it, you can click on this text button here and then you can edit it. Now there is a lot of basic coding involved. You'll just learn it as you'll work with it. You need to have a very basic knowledge of HTML if you want to edit it. Otherwise you can just go to Visual and you can edit it directly from here as well. As you can see, I'm already doing it. So that's how easy it is to make all the changes and do all the stuff. So this is how you do the email management in the Listing Pro theme. Now coming back to our sheet, let's mark this email management done. You will go and you'll see that there are a lot of options for email management. You'll see there is email management for almost every single step whenever you want to receive an update or send an update. So I'll recommend you to go and check that out, because not all of them are going to be useful for you, but a lot of them are going to be useful for you. So you should definitely check it out as well. So now let's come to payment. So suppose someone comes to our website and create a paid listing, then how are we going to receive the payment? So let's discuss that as well. So guys, now we have done email management and now it's time to do the payment setup and PayPal integration. So I'm going to tell you both of this in continuation. So let's go to our website, and now here you have to select this option, payment settings, and you have to click on it. So as you can see, these are the options for payment settings. Submitted listing should be approved by admin. I'll recommend you to do it yes, because what happens is sometimes people don't submit a high quality listing. The content is spammy. They are just trying to put spam content on your website. The images are not good quality. The textual content has spelling mistakes and so many errors. So what you need to do is you need to click on yes, so that you have to approve them. So you can just go to listings, and then you'll have an option that are they published or are they in the draft mode waiting for approval. So you can do that. So using this way you can manage your listings. And then you have this option here, enable paid submission. If you want to enable it, you should do it yes. Enable recurring payment. If you want to make it a subscription based service, then yes. Then notify users before 2 days, 3 days, 5 days before the billing cycle. Currency for paid submission, you can select USD, Euro. There are almost all the currencies available. Then currency position for pricing plan, left, right, according to the symbols of that particular currency. Checkout page, you need to select a checkout page. So you need to select a checkout page, payment field page. So you can see all of these options are available here since we have imported the demo. Checkout pages, payment checkout. So payment checkout, payment field, and payment success. Then you want to provide coupons to the users, you want to do the invoicing. So all of these options are available as well, and once you do all of that, you have to click on save changes. And now it's time to set up the PayPal or Stripe or any one of these things. So let's click on PayPal here, and here you have to enter you have to enable it PayPal, you have to make it sandbox, or you have to make it live. Sandbox is basically the test purpose. And then you have to enter your username here, your password of the API username, API password, API signature, and PayPal receiving email. So this is basically your sensitive information, so I'm not going to show you my details of these. I hope you understand that. But what you can do is, in order to get all of that data, you can just do a simple Google search. So you can do a simple Google search of PayPal API credentials, and you'll see a lot of blog posts which will explain you how to do that. You can even just go to directly this link, developer.paypal.com, and this whole, and they'll give you your all of these details which are required to fill in here, and it is going to be connected. It is very simple, so I don't think so I need to show you anything about it. You just have to fill in these details which you'll be provided with from the PayPal side. Similarly, you can select Stripe, and in Stripe you can just select it live and enter your secret key and published key. You can select wire payment or direct payment, those are also good options. You can select to checkout, that is also a great option. And you can go to text settings to add any kind of text if you want to add. If you have GST, if you have service tax, VAT tax in your country, then you can add that if you want. So this was all about payment setup and PayPal integration. And now it's time to show you how you can do the pricing plan configuration. I already introduced you about it a few minutes ago. So let's go to pricing plan options here. So here you'll see a lot of stuff: paid claim, on off, pre-category selection for plans, month and year based plans. So you can provide them different type of plans on monthly basis, yearly basis, or you can select pre-category selection for plans. That means the plans are created as per category. You are providing some costly categories and some cheaper categories. Here you are providing them monthly based plans, yearly based plans, or listing based plan, that per listing you are going to charge $100, per listing you are going to charge $50. Monthly and yearly based plans will add time limitations to them, and there are a lot of stuff involved. Then you can even add paid claim on and off. You can even add paid claims on and off. So there are a lot of options available in pricing plan as well. Now if you want to modify the plans or you want to see the plans, then you have to click on this option here, pricing plans, and you'll see that there are already two options available since you have already imported it. So if I'll go to my website, so this is our pricing plan, and currently we are providing two things. One is basic and one is nothing is written. Since they both are free, I'll just remove the earlier one since we don't need that. And currently now we only have one plan, and that is this one, and this is providing us all the facilities. Suppose if I go and edit this one, then I can on and off something if I want. So I'll just remove this option of hiding here so that all the features are shown. So this is our current plan right now, free plan, and I'll show you how you can add a custom plan of yourself. Now if I want, I can limit functionality of free plan, but since it's a demo video, I'm not going to limit any functionality. Let people use any one of the features anyway, because this is just a test website. If you want, you can add a background image and these all things. So let's add a new pricing plan from here. By the way, if you want to add coupons, then you can add it from here as well. This is a great place to add coupons. Now this is adding a new pricing plan, so give it a title. So first one was free and this one is pro. If you want, you can select a background image and you can add custom fields if you want. Now what you want to give in pro plan. So I want to give all of these features in the pro plan, so I'll just mark them all. So as you can see, I marked all the features in the pro plan. Now you want to make a package or you want to pay per listing. So the benefit of package is that you can add let's say 10 listings in a package. So you will make a complete sale of a whole package. Suppose someone buys a package, then he'll be able to purchase 10 listings altogether, 20 listings altogether. So for now, let's pay per listing. Let's do it pay per listing. If you want, you can add a description. And you can add a detailed description actually, but right now I'm just adding a shorter one. You can change the title background color. So as you can see, this one here has a black background color. If you want to change this one, then you can do that. I'm making it green since money is green. Then you can choose the price. So since I was using USD, I'll make it 49 USD for per listing. And the duration, what duration it is going to be lasted for. So for now, let's keep it unlimited, and you can convert that listing into continue the free plan after expire or the hot plan. There are a lot of things available. You can test them out if you want. I hope you'll understand by just reading the names, all of these things. So once you have done all of that, you just have to click on publish, and now you'll see that this listing has been created. So pro plan and basic plan, now both are available and both are providing a lot of features. So that's it. That's how you do a pricing plan configuration. So let's mark it done. And now it's finally time to do the demos and ad management and how everything works. So let's try it out if actually works or not, this website. So I'll just copy the URL of this website. I'll open an incognito window and I'll enter the URL. And now this is our website. Now if you want to edit it, I have already shown you. You can go to home page and edit all of these images and locations and all of these stuff. So this will look a lot better. You can add featured images to these listings as well, and they will also look good. You can change all of the images from the website since the demo content was not hadn't imported the images correctly. So this is not looking the best way it should, but I'll make sure to modify it so that it looks the best. So in order to add a listing, you just have to click on add listing. And now you have to select a free plan or paid plan. Now if I click on this one, it is going to ask me for payment information and registration and all of that stuff in the end. But since I don't want to go for a paid plan because I hadn't connected my PayPal properly, so I'm not sure this will work. But if you correctly connect the PayPal, it's definitely going to work and it's very easy. So for now, just for testing purpose, let's go with a basic plan. And here you enter your title and the tagline. Let me copy some text so that I can edit it in the description. And phone number. Working hours are good. Category. Is it free? Yes. There are a lot of options and different categories as well. Let's make it a restaurant. Then price range, let's make it ultra high. And then the description, FAQ, so I've added 2 FAQs. You can add your social media URLs. And if you want to add keywords, you can do that. And and then if you want you can even upload a video, and there are so many options. I don't want to do all of that. You have to enter your email for sign up, so I'll just add hello@emediacoach.com. So as you can see that the listing has been made successful, and now it's time to check it out. So if I'll just go to my WordPress website's dashboard and then go to listings, you'll see that the test listing which I just created is in pending state right now. I can go to preview it. I can make any changes if I want, and I can also approve it and disapprove it or whatever I want to do. So in order to do that, you just have to click on edit, and then you have to click on publish, and that's it. This will be approved and added to your website. That's how easy it is to create a listing, to edit the listing. So I hope you understand the whole process of how this whole website works and how all of the features of this website works. If you have any questions or any suggestions, you can directly comment them below and you can directly ask them. We are always there to help you. You can email us to hello@emediacoach.com if you want to ask anything personally. And and in the video I told you about one thing, Smushit plugin. If you want to compress images, that's a free advice I want to give you. So you can just go to plugin and then search for Smushit, and you'll see this plugin is ranking here. Smudge image compression and optimization, they keep on changing their names. So 1+ million active installations, 5-star rating, 4,500 reviews, compatible, latest updated. Perfect. Just install it and compress your images so that it takes less time and less resources of the server. So that's it for this whole video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or something like that, you can just ask in comments, or hello@emediacoach.com. You can just mail it to us over there. We are always there to help you. So thank you for your time, and go rock your website.